Hello, welcome to this presentation on Film Studies GCSE and Media Studies GCSE. These are two separate GCSEs, and what I want to do here is just give you a very brief overview of some of the questions and topics and things you may look at, and then what that would involve in terms of the subject. So I want to start by showing you a little clip. Okay, this is an iconic moment from cinema history. The questions we might look at are: what genre film is this? How can we tell? How can we tell this is a big budget film? Why is it important that it's a big budget film? When do we think this film was made? Is there anything about the way it looks or the special effects or the characters that gives an idea of when this was made? Why might this be considered one of the best openings in cinema history? And whether you agree with it or not, it frequently comes in the top 5 of cinema openings or film openings. Then other things like how important is the sound in a clip as well as this. Very, very briefly, it's science fiction. You can tell spaceships, robots, the space location, the laser weaponry. How can we tell it's got a big budget? It might seem dated now, but incredibly detailed models, use of green screen, use of special effects. When do we think it was made? I'm going to come back to that one of the question, but see if you can think of the year. Why is it considered one of the best openings in cinema history? It's because it goes straight into what is happening on the film. It takes us straight into an action. Revolutionary in terms of what it was doing. In that most films prior to this will have lots of credits. This is a film which just opens with this very, very, very long shot of a spaceship that keeps coming and coming and coming. And the sound in this is really, really important to creating a sense of the drama. There's the music, there are the sound of the laser beams, there's the sound of the ships. It gives it a sense of reality and a sense of drama. And when was it made? It was made in 1977. These are the kind of questions we will be asking about film in film studies. Media studies, I'm going to show you a trailer for a Bond film. I want you to think about these questions for this. How is Bond a stereotypical hero in this? What makes him a hero? What makes him stereotypical? Is he stereotypical? Think about why people keep making Bond films. This is a trailer for the 25th James Bond film. They've been made now for 60 years. Oh, wow, nearly 60 years. Why do people keep making them? What's the point of the trailer? What does the trailer do? What's it for? Not only why do people keep making Bond films, why do people keep watching Bond films? What happens that keeps people coming back? And that says why are trailers, but why are trailers important for the film industry? So here is the Bond trailer for the latest Bond film. Okay, so how is Bond a stereotypical hero? Well, he really is quite a stereotypical action male, rugged, violent, masculine, but that stereotype is starting to be challenged here. Why do people keep making Bond films? Because people keep going to Bond films. Essentially, it's a guaranteed way of making money. What's the point of the trailer? Is to whet our appetite, to create a sense of enigma, to make us wonder what's happening, make us want to find things out and go and see the film. Why do people keep watching Bond films? I don't know. Escapism, entertainment. They like being consider themselves as Bond fans. They know what they're going to expect. And trailers important for the film industry. A lot of money goes into making a film. People need to know about the film, particularly this Bond film, which has now been postponed for release for like the 4th time. So in essence, in film, we look at modern and classic films. We look at things from the last 10, 15 years. We look at things from 50, 60, 70 years ago. We look at British, American, and global cinema. We look at how films are put together. We look at how they're written. We look at language. We look at sound. We look at lighting. We look at color. We write about how those things are put together, and we generate our own idea for our own films. And part of the GCSE is coming up with an idea for a film, either a screenplay or a storyboard pitch. In media studies, we look at an entire variety of media products. So there's looking at film, but we also look at TV shows. We look at detective shows for GCSE. We look at radio dramas. We look at how film posters are put together. We also look at newspapers in terms of print. We look at adverts in terms of print. We look at music videos with a big focus on Taylor Swift and Pharrell Williams. We look at websites. We look at Pharrell Williams' website. We look at Taylor Swift's website. We look at newspaper websites. We look at Bond's website. And then we do an analysis of these things. We write about how these things are put together, how they appeal to audiences, how they communicate ideas about character, how they communicate ideas about stereotypes. And then we create ideas of our own. And for coursework for GCSE, that could be a film poster we may create or a set of film posters using Photoshop, or it might be ideas for a music video and a storyboard for a music video. So in essence, they're the 2 different GCSEs. There's film studies, there's media studies. You don't need to have studied either of these in year 9 in order to pick them up at GCSE. Very, very quickly you'll get up to speed. Hopefully you'll find what either of those interested. So if you have any questions about either of those, please do not hesitate to contact me through the media department or email me at stuart.mcewen@wernerschool.com.